I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.
I'm gonna go ahead and say something real quick. It's already bad enough. Okay, it's bad enough that we got to deal with Trumpism. We have to deal with Black MAGA. We have to deal with the court system. Do you understand? Now we have to deal with Black Misandry. I don't know how I'm gonna go about it, but see, again, I'm not gonna play the footage because the link is in the description box along with the timestamp. Right, you click the link, it'll take you to the 2 hour such and such mark or hour such and such mark. Right. I'm gonna say this. Some of you women need. I'm gonna address the women first. You know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna address everybody, right? Because yeah, it's about fairness. I'm gonna address everybody. First of all, um, you're gonna use this young man who got trapped in a situation so y'all can explore y'all's misandry. Something that has nothing to do. Y'all put y'all's dating issues, the reason why y'all can't find yourself a good man or a good woman. Some of you men who want to be blue pill simps, y'all want to use Karmelo Anthony as an excuse. See, George, let's talk about it. Let's talk about that because I heard about that too. That's why these women do not respect black men. They don't. See, this whole, well, you ain't doing nothing to the white man. Why should a man who got children, why should he be a crash test dummy? Oh, well, you ain't going to take down the white man. You need to be out there fighting the white man. And you need to be out there on the streets. No, he don't. He need to be at home with his children. That's what adults need to do, is be home with their children and not be crash test dummies. See, I don't know why where this image, and that's that bullshit that PhD was trying to do. She did the whole. She got that bullshit from Cynthia G. She got that bullshit from Cynthia G. Where all you where all you men need to be out there and y'all need to fight. Y'all need to sit there and whoop ass. Y'all need to start bombing and boo and all that and all that foolishness. But here's the thing, George, because I heard that shit. That's why I got banned from this channel, because I'll cuss her ass smooth the fuck out. She and others like her can, all they do is disrespect black men and get simp ass niggas to be their crash test dummies, so they can reap the benefits of people who they do not respect. You see, those women are just as bad as the white conservatives or black conservatives at that. No, we don't need to be out on those streets. Nobody should not be out on those streets attacking white folks or attacking whoever, the system, quote unquote. And she over there making this stupid ass argument. Yeah. I'm gonna go in Brownsville in a minute, because that's why I put his name in the title, because I'm gonna talk about his ass too, though. But here is the thing, though, right? It's this whole idea of, well, you need to fight for me. Nobody ain't gonna fight a goddamn thing for your ass. There is no incentive to fight for you. Let me repeat that for everybody else. There is no incentive to fight for you. See, some of y'all was sit on your asses and allow women like her to disrespect y'all, especially when a tragic event like this occurred. And y'all ain't sitting there thinking, wait a minute. She want us to die so she can sit there in her ivory tower. Madam Whip-Ass, I ain't seen you in a minute. I ain't seen you in a minute, Madam Whip-Ass. I ain't seen you since Beasley went down to hell. But anyway, I ain't seen you since Beasley died. But anyway, back to the point. You know, this idea, this argument, trying to frame these arguments. You think I, as a man, going to allow you to say that shit? No, you would have got booted off the panel, booted off the show forever. That would have been a blockable. I'm gonna use. Yeah, I know I'm making up words. That would have been a blockable offense. You would have got blocked forever. You're trying to challenge somebody's manhood. Using this boy as a go-around to talk about somebody's manhood. And let me say something too while we're here, because I said this on DJ Witch Doctor's channel live stream. When was that? Monday or sometime over the weekend. I said Sharon is manosphere, and y'all don't sit there and see that shit, because look at the thumbnails. Look at the thumbnails. He did more. It's more about promotion of Fatty. Is the promotion of Anger Man. It's the promotion of Izzy, and promotion of what's that nigga name? Izzy and all that shit. That's what the shit is. If you can't sit there and see, I don't know what to tell y'all. You niggas are dumb. And some of you women are dumb too, like MJ over there. Y'all are fucking dumb. Anyway, y'all think that nigga's benefiting y'all. But anyway, back to the point. Right? The whole idea of going, then she gonna use when Dylan Roof went into that church and took out 9 people as they're praying to God, like, well, this is why black men are weak. Because y'all allow a white man to come into y'all's church and shoot y'all down. Do you know how many church shootings there were in white communities? Yet, are we gonna use that same logic to white men who go to white churches? Like, I remember that was one in San Antonio. There's one out there outside of San Antonio about 10 years ago. It took the neighbor, a man who saw what was going on. He went outside that one Sunday morning, went out there, and he shot the motherfucker down as he was shooting down the people in the pews. Or are we gonna say that the white community, the white men, are weak too? Sit down and be quiet. And you niggas allow her to get away with shit. None of you have a moral. None of you niggas got morals. Now she can sit there and pay that $500 and get me and what's the name, Keon. Yeah, shout out to Keon. She can ban Keon and she can ban me for $500 a piece. Yeah. Guess what? It's in the link. The link is in the description box. Y'all can go listen to it. Y'all can go listen to it because it's in the description box, right? I didn't ask that. No, I didn't ask that. Hold on. I don't know why that computer wanted to ask me a stupid question like that. Right. There was one in Michigan with the Mormons. Yeah, nobody's talking about how weak the Mormons are. The weak Mormons men are. It's one of the stupidest things she ever said, and y'all not sitting there put y'all boot on her neck and kick her the fuck off. So I'm gonna say something too, though, right? And this might sound to be red pill. I know, so some of y'all really want to put me in that red pill box. Let me go ahead and say this: a lot of you women do not respect men. A lot of y'all don't. Y'all think this is a sport. Let me help you out with this shit. You say that shit around me, you get kicked the fuck off. And I don't want to hear no goddamn shit about no fucking ass you got an ego problem. No, you might want to change your delivery. How you deliver your message, you might want to change it. I hope we got ourselves clear here. Because I'm telling you something, like what I told the men, you're going to act right, you're going to talk right, or you're going to walk right around me. Because I kick you niggas out of here. I'm going to treat y'all the same as I treat the Delta Novembers. And them niggas who want the SBE, I'm going to treat y'all the same. So you told Shadow that he's not man enough. You told the brother that he's not man enough because he want his son, his children. He said his children. He want his children to come home at night. Make that make sense? So a man who said he want his children to come home, that's supposed to be cowardice because he want his children to come home. And then that brings to Brownsville. You know, there is multiple sides of this whole gender war shit. You got women like her, like Cynthia G, or in this case, uh, this heifer right there, right? What's her name? Oh, PhD, but that's her name. That's right. You can have her say all that defamatory shit. But Brownsville wants to be a blue pill simp that bad that he's willing to agree that he needs to walk away. That he needs to bend down to white folks. While y'all telling Shallow two different things. And I'm really getting tired of you New York niggas. And yes, I'm gonna talk about you niggas from New York and New Jersey. New York, New Jersey, and Chicago niggas. I'm gonna talk about y'all. And Philly too. You niggas. Yo, let's call it for what it is. The niggas from the north. Chicago, Philly, New York, New Jersey. You niggas from the area, y'all might want to shut the fuck up. So Brownsville decided to say, well, you know who's at fault for this? You know who are cowards? The black men of Collin County. That's what Brownsville said. Now again, I'm not gonna play the clip. It's right here in front of you. I want to ask. I really want to ask: is Brownsville really want to? I wonder if he's man enough to say that shit to people's faces. Talk that bullshit in people's faces. See, that's that time when Man of Tomorrow, when he came. That's the time when Brownsville brought his ass over here on my channel, and he tried that bullshit to Man of Tomorrow and myself over here, and you see again. Some of us down here, we ain't gonna accept no disrespect. You ain't nobody's fucking daddy. Now, I do have an idea about what can be done with the Karmelo Anthony situation. You know, but you know what? I'm gonna talk about that. What needs to be. Let me tell you what needs to be done here, right? And y'all gonna have to think very, very quick. You're gonna think very, very quick. You know what? Let me do this real quick. Let me do this real quick. You see, since y'all want to ban me from the channel and shit, let me go ahead and hold on. I want y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna do this real quick for y'all. You see, there's a reason why Greg Willis, who is the district attorney of Collin County, had done this case, because it's an election year, right? But the problem is there's no other candidate running against him. None, right? None. There is no candidate running against in the general election. Here is the primary, right? Oh, hold on. Here is, so I'm gonna say this right now, right? If y'all really want, if black people are so serious about this, y'all got up until August the 31st. I'm saying it again. Y'all got up until August the 31st to find a candidate to run against Greg Willis. See, I'm the only one bringing a solution to this problem. I said you punish people who got involved in this. Greg Willis should be punished. If you Negroes if y'all can sit there and donate money to Karmelo Anthony, and y'all have all that, I forgot the website called that shut it down. Take that money and find a lawyer in Collins County to challenge Greg Willis. Y'all got him until August 31st to file that in as a write-in candidate. I'm saying it again. As a write-in candidate, y'all might want to find somebody real quick. Do you understand? And not only do that, find a candidate. Hold on. Let me see if there is a sheriff. Right? Let's see if there is a sheriff in that county. Let me see. Is there a sheriff in that county? Is there a sheriff election in that county? Hold on. Let's see here. Hold on. Okay. The sheriff is not up for this election. But I'm gonna tell you, right? Oh, judicial offices. Again, I suggest y'all find some candidates to be a write-in candidate, because y'all got up to August 3rd, 31st, black people. Got to August 21st, because that's the deadline for a write-in candidate in the state of Texas. While y'all up on these panels, giving y'all's emotional, while y'all want to use this as a fucking ass gender war. It doesn't matter who. I don't care. Just do it. I don't care if there's just 12 people in the county. Just do it. If y'all can get on what's that website? What's that website? GoFundMe and all those other websites to come out with that. I forgot how much money is. No, y'all find y'all do it right now. I'm telling you right now. This is what y'all should do. Y'all need to find somebody. Now, the write-in, to be a write-in candidate, the filing, the start of the filing deadline, the start of the filing thing starts in the last week of June, and it ends on August 31st of 2026. You might want to quit. I'm gonna tell the black people of Collin County, or people who saw something wrong in the trial. You got until. You might as well hurry up right now. You better find somebody to go up in there and file and finance that candidate. There got to be a lawyer, an attorney somewhere. I don't give a damn if it's some young man or young woman. You better find somebody quick and find them and find it quick. I'm just saying. I'm telling black people on social media, since y'all want to be messy, since y'all want to be messy on the right shit. Be messy for the right reasons. Wait a minute, hold on. Gen Z, are you telling me there's an NAACP not over there? You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna write that down because I'm about to I'm making me some phone calls. Don't tell me they have an NAACP up there. Don't tell me they have an NAACP up there. No, you know what? Call them. If there's an NAACP up there, there should be a lawyer over there. Wait. Well, I guess what? They need to start finding a candidate because they got until August 31st to get a candidate to run against the district attorney. Because there is no candidate running against the district attorney. Because he already won his Republican primary, quote unquote. While y'all get on these panels and let women like PhD and blue pill simps like fucking ass Brownsville can disparage you as a human being. Why at the same time while pretending to be on that pro-black bullshit. So let me tell you something. I never trust anybody who say that they're pro-black. I don't trust people because I know what that means. I've been here too long to know what that means. Let's go to the district attorney. See, there is no Democrat. It's just Greg Willis. Unopposed thus far. So you got until August. Okay? I'm going to see again. Y'all got until August to make it right. At least put up some form of resistance. If y'all can donate all those hundreds of thousands of dollars to Karmelo Anthony, then certainly y'all can find the money to draft someone to challenge Greg Willis the district attorney. And I bet you Sharon is not going to talk about this. We know that shit. See, Sharon is not about solutions. He's about the entertainment. See, I'm not here for entertainment. My problem with a lot of you black content creators, y'all want to talk about the issue and the problems in the black community, right? And then y'all want to press other men to do shit. But when it's time, when y'all have the influence, when y'all have an online presence, where people flock into your channel so they can pontificate and discuss, to have the discussion about the discussion and the conversation about the conversation about the conversation of the conversation. But where's the solutions at? Nowhere. No. You should use y'all's punk ass influence. If y'all gonna do these punk ass super chats saying, well, the proceeds of my GoFundMe, no, the proceeds of my Cashapp for banning such and such and such and such person is going to this. That's why I got a problem with a lot of you black, so-called black content creators from Tariq Nasheed on down. Y'all got the so-called influence, but you want other people to do things for you when you got the power in your hands. It almost says again, y'all, where is y'all got until August 31st. No, I'm sorry, not 31st. August 21st to find a write-in candidate to challenge the district attorney. I don't want to hear we shall I would not hear that old Negro spiritual songs about we shall overcome. I don't want to hear none of that whole I don't see color crap. I don't want to see well, and I'm gonna say something too while we have it at it. Let me address the Delta Novembers. Okay? Let me address y'all in a minute. Anybody who tells you don't vote, you need to be stoled in the face. Yeah. I ain't gonna vote in this white man system. You need to be stoled upon. Because y'all the main ones talking about the white supremacy. This voting doesn't matter. This, that, and the third. We need our reparations. Shut the fuck up. You worry about the wrong shit. And even if you get your reparation, you ain't gonna do shit with it anyway. But buy the white man shit while you're over here wearing that red, black, and green flag. Talking about though you're pro-black. You're a Garveyite. Sit your stupid ass down somewhere. Cause if this was a black country instead of a white country, you niggas wouldn't do shit in any. Y'all wouldn't fight a flea off your motherfucking ass. So shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear that shit either. Let me say this to you, Shicey Bum. Shicey Bum, I know you're trolling, but why you think I interview political candidates on my channel? Oh, but guess what? Y'all don't support that shit. Y'all don't support me when I interview congressional, senatorial, gubernatorial candidates. So shut the mighty fuck up on that. Shicey Bum, shut the fuck up. For real. Okay? I'm being for real. Hold on. You think I delete some of whose comment you have deleted? Hold on, whose comment you have deleted? Hold on, let me go on my YouTube and see. Hold on, let me go on my YouTube and see. Because I'm on the StreamYard. Let me see. I don't see anybody. I don't see nobody being blocked or knocked off. Are you sure? Is that on my second channel? I don't see anybody, George. On my end, I don't see it. I have to go back then and see, but I don't see it right now. But let me go ahead and let me continue where I was at. But yeah. Let me also gonna say something too, right? You know what? I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it because y'all would try to destroy that. Y'all would try to get up in there and fuck that up anyway. But I keep that close to my vest. But I'm going to say this though. I think it's time for some of y'all. You know what? I ain't gonna address that. I'm just gonna leave that alone too. But I do believe offense. I do believe in the politics of getting in people's faces. The next time, punk ass, what's his name? Who's over there? Who's at the Blaze TV? I forgot his name now. That fat ass nigga, that coon ass nigga up there. What's his name? Right. Exactly. Ain't nobody else in this sector doing it except for me. But these are the same people every morning talk about the white man this, the white man that, all that shit. White supremacy. I'm FBA. We ain't gonna talk about no reparations. When the last time? You know what? Let me go off on that. Hold on, no, scratch that. Let me go off on that, George. You don't see Phil the Advice Show. The Black Diaspora channel. You don't see him, O'Shea. You don't see that fat ass Dr. T. Son Johnson. And yes, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna work that nigga over though. I'm gonna work Dr. T. Son Johnson over. I'm gonna work his ass over. I got something for him though. I got something for him. I'm gonna affect him real proper. But anyway, talking all that bullshit, lying about what the black woman and black man is and isn't doing. No. We're gonna put an end to that shit. But anyway, you over there in a white in a white institution talking all that bullshit, and he never got in touch with the political leadership at the university where he teaches at. While he talking about Africana studies and a made up degree. That's no working degree. That's no mechanic degree. That's no liberal arts degree. That's a made up degree. Yes. Oh yeah. Thank you. Hold on, because Cassandra was going with you. Yes. Let's talk about this, right? Thank you for getting me back on point. Jason Whitlock. The next time Jason Whitlock, I'm using this as a prime example here, right? I'm gonna use this as a prime example. The next time Jason Whitlock say something stupid, somebody need to be up in that nigga's face. The next time the Reverend Wells, the next time the Reverend Wells say something, somebody need to be up in that nigga's face. The next time Jesse Lee Peterson says something, y'all need to troll that old ass nigga. Do y'all understand? The next time Judge Joe Brown says something crazy. Now I just heard. Now I just saw that he been disbarred, but he's disbarred for not for conduct. He's disbarred for health reasons. All right, so if he's healthy again, he can get his law license back. But again, I would take away his law license forever, permanently. But though, I want to challenge y'all. Since y'all so angry on these YouTube platforms, on social media. Oh yeah. What's his name? Marcellus Whitley. Yes, get his ass too. Next time they say something crazy, you be up in their face. You see, and in fact, though, you know what? It's sad that Candace Matthews and Quanto X were busy. Well, I do have a motive. Shiesty. I do have a motive. Okay, Shiesty. Well, what is my motive? Versus Sharon's motive. Versus PhD was motives. Versus Before Christ's motive. Versus the Manosphere. Versus BW. What is Big J's motive? I'll wait. What is my motive? What is my motive? I'll wait. If you got access to the Anton, see, I'm gonna say it right now. I don't have access to Anton, but Sharon does. Anton should be dragged. You see what I'm saying? If you got all this access to shit, how come you not trying to do something with what you have to make things right? See, some of y'all are not here to make things right. Some of y'all are here just for the bullshit. Now again, you get right back to where I was at. Y'all got up to August 21, August 21st to find a candidate to go after the Collin County DA. And as for you, Brownsville, don't talk about man, you're talking about the men of of uh, of Collin County ain't men. Nigga, don't you ever talk about manhood, Brownsville. Don't you ever talk about manhood, Brownsville, when Fatty did that bullshit to Jay Prince's children, you didn't lift not one goddamn finger to do a goddamn thing to Fatty when he was sexualizing Jay Prince's kids. Shut the fuck up. And you supposed to be the officer of the law. Brownsville, shut the mighty fuck up before you talk about somebody else not being a man. You are not being a man except for raising your voice at other men. Shut the mighty fuck up. Let me tell you something. If any of you niggas got a fucking problem, hold on. I got this new laptop. Thank God I got this new laptop. I was gonna do this on my old one, but I got enough space for this shit. In fact, let me do this. Let me go over here. Let me go for any of you niggas who got a fucking problem with what the fuck I just said. If you niggas got any problem with the fuck I just said, then I suggest you shut the mighty fuck up. Now I asked a question, Shicey Bomb. What is my motive and what is everybody else's motive, Shicey Bomb? In fact, wait a minute. Gen Z said NAACP in Collin County. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me look this up. Let me look this up. You know, hold on. Let me pin this real quick. I can't pin that. I can't pin my own shit. That's sad. I mean, you can't pin your own shit. Let me do this again. Hold on. No. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. Since y'all ain't gonna do that, let me go ahead and type this. The fuck is this shit? Hold on. I ain't going to no fucking porn site. Hold on. NAACP Collin County. Okay. We're here, right? We're here. Let's see what they have. Let's see what's on the NAACP Collin County. Let's see what's on here, right? Elected officials. Not this piece of, oh my God. You got, oh, I see why y'all fucked up. You got this so-called mixed breed woman on the right hand corner. She's a piece of work. I know who she is. Let me see who else they got. Oh my God, Angela Paxson, Ken Paxson's wife, or soon to be ex-wife, or soon to be ex-wife, because she's going back to him since he won that primary. It seems. Okay. Is there any news? Nothing. Hold, file a complaint. Let's see. No, hold on. You know what? No, hold on. Let me put this up real quick. As it is a website. Oh yes, Gen Z. That is a crazy ass woman too. That's a crazy ass female. Well, you know what? Let me put this up real quick, y'all. Let me put this up because it's a website. It's a website. So let me put this up here real quick. So y'all won't. So I don't know what's behind this. Really? You got all of this. What's more? What y'all got for more? Contact us. You know what? I'm gonna show this. Since we're here. Right? Here's their contact information. Right? I suggest y'all call them. I suggest y'all go ahead and call them. Phone number right here. Okay? In fact, since Brownsville want to talk about people's manhood, Brownsville, how about you be a fucking leader then, nigga, and you call him? Since you got so much to fucking say. You niggas on these stupid ass panels. You niggas on these damn panels. I swear to God. I swear. Hold on. Let me bring this right back up to where I was at. Let me bring this back up. Hold on. Where's that? No. Yeah, right here. Let me bring this right back up here. Right?
In some type of other evidence that suggests that he committed the crimes and why, right? Right? You break it
here at Renewal by.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Touch me or my children or my wife, right? And I can take you out of here, and I'm justified because you were in the commission.
Vagina is black men because of stuff like this.
For self-defense, what is required?
Brownsville, you have consistently on different occasions in this conversation tried to say equal pores. I'm telling you, factually speaking, that is bullshit, bro. That is not in the code. It says that nowhere in.
I'm not playing that shit on my channel. Hell no, I'm not. Don't know, don't care. I don't know Stanley, and I don't give a fuck. The point is, but it's gonna get back to him though. I'll tell you this though. This might get back to him. Well, I'll tell you what, Stanley. You relayed this to him then. Okay? You relayed this to him then. Okay? Since I'm banned over there, because that bitch banned me over there, y'all relay that message to him. Okay? So anyway, let me get off of here. I'm going to call the NAACP in a minute. I'm getting on that phone. And shout out to Gen Z. Because you put that idea in my head, Gen Z. You helped put it. See, I didn't know. I didn't know there was an NAACP branch in Collin County. So I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna get on the phone. And I'm gonna start asking questions. Unlike Sharon, unlike PH Diva, unlike these punk ass niggas that own these panels and channels and shit, these chat rooms, I don't want to hear no shit about the white supremacy. I don't want to hear no shit about what the man, the white man got a boot on her neck. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear no your red, black, and green. I don't want to hear your FBA. I don't want to hear you A2S. I don't want to hear that shit. I really don't have time for that shit. You niggas just clowns. And in fact, though, let me get out of here. Yeah. I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. And I'll see you next time.
I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.